So if you ever decide, like I did, to watch Love a Lifetime Chinese drama, let me give you the warning that I didn't have when I started it. At least half? I don't think it's one third. I think it's a whole half of this drama, just so you know, is about two people protecting a mass murderer at all cost, with hundreds of people dying as a result. Just to give you a heads up warning. That's what this drama is about. Don't be fooled into thinking it's about a love story. It's not about a love story. It's about two people protecting a mass murderer that proves over and over and over and over and over again that he's never going to change his ways. And yet they persistently, stubbornly, self-centeredly, like over the top self-centeredly, do absolutely everything at all cost, hypocritically, to protect even the guy's dead body. How many people died just while they were protecting his dead body? Because never once can they just, what do you want? How many times did they ask, what do you want? Girls, it's right there in front of your face. Justice. That's all these people want, is justified justice. And it baffles you. It baffles you what they want. And yet right there blatantly in your face, all they want is justice, and you won't give it to them. Just so you know, that's what at least half this drama is about. Love a Lifetime. It started out really good, and I have two major complaints about it that kind of boil down to just the one. I'll never forget how, like, one of my brothers once asked me why I'm so hard on the female characters. And ever since then, I've been trying to figure out why I'm so hard on the female characters. And I keep coming up with answers, and I keep coming up with proofs. So I have to bring it up every single time. You want to know why I'm so hard on the female characters? This is why I'm so hard on the female characters. Can somebody, please, I am begging you, somebody, please, write a story where there is a man and a woman who end up loving each other, and they work together, and both of them have intelligence that is farsighted, and they work together no matter what happens. Please, somebody! Why is this such a hard thing for people to do? Why? Why does it feel like it's absolutely impossible? Why? Why? Yes, Asuka, I am upset and mad. This character, Lin Jing, or Nalan Yue, he's got two names. I absolutely adore the name Nalan Yue. I just want to keep saying that over and over again. That name, I don't know why. That name is so cool. Yue is the name of a character. I named one of my own characters Yue, and I think this is the first Chinese drama that I've actually watched where they actually had a character named Yue. So that was pretty cool. But the name Nalan, I've never heard that before. Nalan. It's his surname, and it is so cool. I love that name. I'm like totally in love with it. It's become one of my favorite names ever. Nalan. Nalan Yue. Yue Nalan. Nalan Yue sounds better. Anyway. They say it multiple times in the drama, and it is proved multiple times in the drama that this guy is really smart, and he is nowhere near step by step. He is very far-sighted. Everything he does, I think maybe there's a couple of times in the drama where he sort of acted on impulse, but even then, like he grows in the drama very quickly to, like, everything he does is thought out, and it all has, like, a purpose that is far-reaching. He doesn't just do things on a stupid whim. He's farsighted, and, like, he thinks, and, like, he is a good leader. He uses the people around him. He protects the people around him to the best of his abilities. He makes some mistakes, but even then, I'm sorry, I'm gonna be hard on the girl. Most of what he does that's a mistake is, like, at least half her fault. Because, see, the biggest mistake he makes is that he doesn't, like, they talk. Trust is a big thing for me, right? They talk like they really trust each other, and through the show, like, they go through so much together, and yet, no, actually, the trust isn't really entirely there. He doesn't know if she would be safe around him while he's doing what he needs to do, so he's trying to make her leave. And here's the thing. If they really actually trusted each other, and if she really actually loved him the way that love is supposed to work, she would listen to him and she would leave. He wouldn't have to make her hate him and get all angry and throw a temper tantrum and whatever in order to make her leave. He would say, I don't know if you're safe. I don't think you are safe. I need you to leave in order for me to concentrate on what I need to do so that we can all survive this. It's literally down to a matter of life and death. And she should be like, as much as that hurts, as much as she'd be afraid and as much as she'd want to stay, if she really trusted him, that's all he'd have to do and she would leave. But no, he has to make her doubt him and hate him every single time in order to make her leave. Okay, it gets worse. That's about the dumbest thing he's ever done in terms of this. Like, he didn't entirely trust her, really. And, but at the same time, it's not entirely his fault that he doesn't trust her. Because that's what she's like. She's an idiot. And this is why I end up hating all the girls in all these shows. At first, it's one of the rare ones where, I do believe that they actually loved each other. And, she did some pretty incredible things in terms of, trusting him and stuff. But at the same time, there were so many crucial moments. And this is a mistake that the shows always do. It's later on, after they've been through all of these things. Then the mistrust starts coming in. She holds, and they try to claim that, earlier on, it's because she's so smitten that she's blinded by her emotions, and that's why she trusts him. But then later on, after he's proven over and over and over again why she should trust him and that she can, that's when the trust starts getting broken. Why did you do this? Okay, when I don't care what just happened in front of your eyes. When you love someone, I don't care if there's room for a little bit of doubt. The more that you love someone, the more denial naturally kicks in, okay? The natural response when you love someone, it doesn't matter if someone has a reason to possibly do that. Denial is going to kick in. And you are going to perhaps ask, why are you here? What on earth happened? That looked really weird. Explain this to me, because I'm going to explode, because this makes no sense. What happened? You're not going to be like, what did you do? You obviously definitely did this. How dare you? That is not going to be your response. I don't care how much your eyes tell you that this must be true. She literally just proved earlier on that, there's no way he would have done this. I don't care who points a knife at who. He didn't do this. It doesn't make any sense. But then later on, just because she knows that he does have a reason to want to kill this person, he literally made her a promise that he wouldn't. If she really honestly trusts him and loves him that much, she would have believed in that promise. But they always try to come up with these excuses why. Well, you see, he's kind of going crazy and losing sight of, he can't recognize whatever. He's losing control. So, maybe he did accidentally kill her. That's not how the human brain and heart work, okay? That is not how it works. If she really does trust him and if she really does love him that much, proven over and over and over again, that's not how it works. That's not how it happens. And yet they're constantly doing this in shows. They constantly end up doing that. And then it gets even worse. Because, everything he does is so planned out. He's made some dumb things because, his life is not as important to him as the people around him. So he basically dies protecting her life. Okay, that wasn't really... but it wasn't just her he was protecting. It was the other two as well. So he, basically gave up his life. What's her solution? She's like, I am going to courageously, fix the problem. I'm like, okay, prove to me that you're smart, girl. Come on, what's your plan here? What are you gonna do for him? What's your plan? She commits suicide. That's your brilliant plan. I'm gonna make my dad stop doing all of this stuff, and I'm gonna make him give up the chase. I'm gonna go kill myself. Of course she survives because randomly someone manages to make her survive, and she goes, oh, it's fate. Since I've managed to survive, I must do everything I can for this. And then she goes about this far and then doesn't really finish. Okay, the way he died was not suicide. He didn't actually want to die. There was literally, it was in the middle of everything happening, and that's kind of he was the last one they were all on horses and he was in the back. He got shot with the arrows. The bad guys were pretty much shooting at him anyway. They didn't care if the others got shot at too, but he was their main target anyway. So it's not like he purposely, but she literally goes and purposely Here, look at me while I... Okay, that's where I was like, okay, that happened first, and then later on she does that thing with like, what did you do to her? And it's worse and worse and worse. Like I say, the second half of this drama, at least, is it her and her sister self-centeredly, stubbornly, over-the-toply protecting their father, no matter what, despite the fact that he is over and over and over and over again proved that he's a mass murderer and life does not matter to him outside of what he wants. He will kill anybody he wants. He's even tried to kill Yue how many times? Doesn't matter. If he wants something, he will kill everybody to get it. This has been a proven fact over and over and over again. He is a mass murderer multiple times over. He hates this one family, Yue's family. He hates them, and he will do anything in order to kill them all. He will do anything in order to protect what he believes is his. And these two sisters are like, why does everybody keep coming after us? Why does everybody want to kill our dad? How come we can't just lock him up in a prison for the rest of his life? Why is everybody being so mean? And then in the end, the way that, yeah, I'm giving all spoilers, all kinds of spoilers. And then in the end, the way the guy dies, he commits suicide. Because right in front of his daughters. Because it's the end of everything. My city that I worked so hard to grow and all of this stuff. It's the end of everything. There's no way I'll get it back. Poor me! Die! And then, like I say, in the end, more people die while they try to protect their father's body. Because, no, you can't desecrate our father's body. No! Yeah, like father, like daughter. Then in the end, I mean, how much has Yue proven to her that she can trust him, that he comes up with these plans, that he has a head that's very smart, that he uses people to, like, implement things, like, over and over and over again. Supposedly, she's so smart. There's literally one thing in this entire drama that she did that was actually really smart and actually ended up helping stuff. One thing. Near the end, she does one thing that was actually brilliant and actually helped and everything. At the same time as she did that, for months, I don't know how long it would have been, but there was tons of time there. Considering how smart Yue is, she did not tell him what kind of predicament she's in. Hypocritically, she went off and kills a guy. Oh, it's the only choice I have in order to protect my sister and Yue. It's the only choice I have is to go off and kill this guy. When I said hypocritical, I mean hypocritical. She goes through absolutely everything in order to protect her father. She makes it sound like, no, all the good he's done in his life outbalances the bad he's done. It's okay. Like, just lock him up and it'll be fine. But no, when it comes to this guy over here, especially after the guy's sister's gone, so he has no family to care about him anymore, that means we can just go off and kill him. He's a horrible guy. He can't be forgiven for absolutely anything he's done. Her father can be forgiven, but this guy can't be forgiven. So she goes off and kills that guy. She has gotten in the way so many times of Yue actually, like, giving justice. He has bent over backwards, like literally bent over backwards, and so many more people have died by this point because he is trying to protect her father for her now, despite everything that her father has done to his family, and not even just to his family, but to all these other people. He went and killed all these other people's leaders, pinning it on Yue to make it look like it was Yue that did it. So Yue went through physical torture. He's killed Yue's mother. He's killed, like, so many people. And yet, and now he's bending over backwards and going through all these tricks and loopholes and all the rest of this stuff to find some kind of justice. While at the same time, considering Hua and her sister and saving this guy's life. And then later, he's like literally fighting to protect this guy's life despite everything he's done. But once she decides that, oh, there's nothing else I can do and this guy's an evil guy and he deserves to die anyway, she's allowed to just go and execute judgment. So yeah, she's killed that guy. And they're like, it's out of her hands. She can't help it because the bad woman who's done everything. And by the way, that woman also everybody hates her, and there's no family that wants her alive. So, you know, in this case too, it's perfectly fine to go so far as to kill her. It's literally okay to kill absolutely anybody except her own father, who is a mass murderer multiple times over. Multiple times over. Never once has he held back and saved anybody's life. No, if he decides someone dies, he kills them. Multiple times over through this show. Over and over and over again. He is killing people. It's okay. That's her father. He's allowed to do anything he wants. We'll make sure that justice is... We'll just lock him in this room. Oh, oops. He was kidnapped. It's not his fault he escaped. It's not his fault he went off and more people died. That's not his fault at all. He didn't mean to leave that room. He was kidnapped. Well, he was kidnapped, but that's not the point. It's not his fault. Just bring him back and put him back in the room and everything will be okay again. So then she's like, because the main woman that's like the evil bad guy in this show, she did something so that like if she's damaged, then Hua is also damaged. She doesn't tell her husband, she doesn't tell Yue that this is the case. All of that time, he could have been planning, he could have come up with some kind of way to make this okay. Nope, she doesn't tell him because no, if I tell him, it's gonna put a burden on him, and it's. But then at the very last second, as he's up against this woman, at the very last second, she makes sure to be there, and he finds out that anything he does to this woman is gonna backfire on his wife. The very last second. More proof that Yue is a genius. Very last second after his wife is dying, he actually comes up with a plan to save her. You know what could have happened if you'd have told him months ago? So he could have come up with this plan months ago. There's another character who dies because Yue is tied up in the city trying to get you out and being thrown at last second finding out that this is happening. So he's tied up trying to find a way to save your life at the last second instead of managing to escape the city and going off and saving his best friend / brother. Nope, that guy's gotta die now. You wanna know why I'm always so much harder on the female characters? Let me fidget with my fidget toy. I don't like that sound, by the way. It's the feeling that I like. Most fidget toys and stuff, they always make a sound. And I'm like, why do you have to make a sound? I don't like the sounds they make. I just like how they feel. I just can't with this drama. Every time I thought, no, okay, it's okay. No, it kept getting worse. Proven over and over and over again that he has the brains. Would somebody... Please, I am begging you, please make a story where the female is as smart as the guy. I know it's possible. There are plenty of women out there who are very smart, who are very, like, far-sighted thinkers, who are, like, you know, not emotional idiots. Why does it seem like it's impossible for both of them to be that smart? Why? So, there you go. Just say it out. If you ever plan on watching Love a Lifetime, there are several cool characters in it, but just so you know, there's 2 characters, half of this story, and hundreds of people dying are entirely caused by 2 people. Blood is thicker than water. We're going to protect our father no matter what he's done. Hundreds of people die. Hundreds die. Because these 2 will not allow justice to happen. Just, yeah, that's my reaction to Love a Lifetime. So much potential. Once again destroyed because of the female character.